Hello everyone, this is Matthew Morales with Quiet Mind Yoga, and I am here for your 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tonight it is gentle yoga flow, or maybe not sometimes flowing, where we're just going to hold poses, but it is going to be definitely more gentle. So get yourselves ready, grab your mat, grab any props that you need that can look like a blanket, definitely blankets and pillows. I would suggest tonight just because it is more gentle and maybe you want a little bit more support. You can grab a yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, maybe a belt strap, blocks, anything you need, something to drink to stay hydrated, even though you're not going to sweat that much. But if you want something to drink, have it with you. Set the mood for yourself. And we'll start here in about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to continue setting up on my end, and then we will begin. Hey Monica. Also, if you have something specific that is going on in your body that you want to work on, let me know. I can definitely incorporate that. Hey Gina, welcome. So yeah, leave a comment. Hopefully I see it. Sometimes I don't always see them, but if I do, I will definitely add it to tonight's practice. Alrighty, y'all, get yourself set up and I will do the same. For some reason, the music is taking a little longer tonight, but we will get it to work. Let's see. Somebody have something specific? Hey, Jeanette. And you'll message me about the oils. Awesome. Gina, I did see low back stretch. Definitely, we can incorporate that for sure. Just so you know, we are going to start tonight's practice lying down on our mat. So if you want to build yourself a little bed on the ground, if you want to set your props up, by all means, feel free to do so. The Spotify is now deciding to open up. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're going to start here in 1 more minute, y'all. So again, we will be lying down to start off with. So get comfortable, whatever that looks like for you right now. Yes. Perfect. All right. Let's see. Any last requests that I might have missed? Hey, Leslie. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to scroll, see if I missed something. I did not. I think I got it all. Alrighty, so we are going to start. Head over onto your mats. Lie down, get comfortable. If you haven't already. I'm going to use no props today, but you use all the props that you would like. Alright, as you're lying here on your mat, go ahead and close your eyes if that feels okay for you tonight. If it feels a little too intense to close your eyes in this moment, you can keep them open and just stare at one spot on the ceiling. Start to feel the ground underneath you supporting you in this moment. So for right now, there's no effort whatsoever needed on your part. You don't need to control the breath. You don't need to activate the body in any way. Just let everything go. This is your moment to settle in. Start to relax. Start to notice your breath. Just the natural rhythm as it flows in and out through the nose, noticing all the subtleties of the breath, the temperature of the breath as it touches your nostrils. It goes in, down the throat, and into the belly. Notice as the exhale comes up from the belly to the back of the throat, out through the nose and over the upper lip. And simply keep watching this breath. And as thoughts come up into your mind, and they surely will because we're human, let the thoughts go. They're not bad, but just let them go and stay with the breath. Keep watching the breath. Be curious about it. Let the back of your head get even heavier. Any tension that you're holding on to, let it melt down into the mat. And I want you to start to envision this wave of relaxation radiating throughout your body from deep within, starting in your bones. This wave of relaxation starts to move out into all the muscles of your body, letting them soften out into the joints, out into all the organs. This relaxation starts to spread out even further into all the fascia of the body, the connective tissue, out to the skin. And now your whole body, the whole body is resting in this beautiful wave of relaxation. Keep following the breath here. Start to deepen our breath. So as you inhale, breathe into the belly, fill it up and let it grow. As you exhale, empty out completely and draw the navel in towards your spine. Again, you inhale into the belly, fill it up, let it expand. And you exhale, empty out. Keep this deep breath going all on your own now. As you're lying here connecting to your breath, I invite you to set an intention for your practice tonight. What is it that you need in this moment? Maybe it is to relax, to settle down. Maybe you've been going at a faster pace lately and you need time to simply stop and rest. Maybe there's a lot going through your head that you need to release. Maybe there's physical sensations that you want to release. Whatever it might be, start to repeat it to yourself internally as if it's already happening for you in this moment. Staying connected to that deep breath. Let your intention start to drift away. Start to bring small movements back into your fingers and toes. Gently rock your head from side to side, taking it nice and slow. As you're ready, give yourself a good morning stretch, waking the body fully back up now. And hug your knees into your chest. Start to rock from side to side, just gentle rocks to start with, nothing too intense. Circle your knees in one direction. And circle in the opposite direction. Lower back some love here. Keep that right knee hugged into your chest. Extend the left leg out in front of you. Flex your feet so you're reaching your toes towards you. And simply stay here breathing. If you feel like taking it a little further, you can always reach that right knee towards the right underarm, getting a little more stretch in the back of that right leg. Two more breaths here. Now straighten that right leg up. Grab the back of the thigh, so not the knee, but the thigh. Press up to your right heel. You're paying attention to the calf muscle in this moment. Flex that right foot, drawing your toes down. Keep pushing up through the heel. Big breaths into the lowest part of the belly. Relax the shoulders, soften your jaw. You have to have so much effort here in this moment. Last 2 breaths here. Where's your mind at? Bend that right knee, reach for the pinky edge of your right foot, coming into a half happy baby. If it feels a little too difficult to keep that left leg grounded as you're in the half happy baby, you can always bend the knee and bring the foot onto the mat. But for more of a challenge, keep that left leg straight. Keep drawing the right knee down towards the earth. Stay here, keep breathing. Ideally, the right knee is on the outside of the right arm, not the inside. One more big breath here. Release the right foot, supine twist. Take the right knee over towards the left side. Keep the right shoulder grounded as much as possible. Let the right shoulder feel heavy as if you have a sandbag on it. Breathe into the lower spine here. Breathe into the hips, belly. Again, not so much effort in the upper body here. Relax the face. You have 2 more big breaths here. And again, anytime you see that your mind wants to take you away from here, from this moment, let the thought go. Stay with the breath and in the body. I promise you that will serve you so much more. And release, coming back to center. We switch to the other side. Right leg straightens out, left knee hugs into your chest. Again, for more of a challenge, take the left knee towards the left underarm. Have 2 more big breaths. Now straighten that left leg up. Grab the back of the thigh, interlacing your fingers. Press the left heel up towards the ceiling. Flex your foot so your toes are reaching down towards your face. And big breaths again. Stay here. Let the back of your head be heavy. Relax the jaw. I want you to focus on releasing any tension that's not necessary tonight. So we're obviously working on our left leg right now. But can you relax maybe the shoulders a little bit more? Maybe the jaw, the eyebrow center. half happy baby. Grab for the pinky edge of the left foot, draw the knee down. Keep your right leg as straight as possible unless you are deciding to bend the knee and stamp the right foot on the mat. This pose is also really good for the digestive system, so if you're ever having some stomach issues, you can always come to a half happy baby or a full happy baby. It will definitely help you. One more here. And release. Take that left knee over, supine twist, dropping it to the right side. Left shoulder stays down as close to the mat as possible. It's okay if it comes up for you, that's not a problem. Breathe here again, feeling heavy through the left shoulder. Can you notice if you're holding on to extra tension in your spine right now? Can you breathe into it, letting everything relax a little bit more? Maybe you're holding on to tension in the hips. Try to release control here. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, come back to center. Straighten the legs up so your feet are facing the sky. We're going to do just a tiny bit of core activation. Start to lower your legs down towards the earth for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs all the way down. Hug the knees back into your chest. Start to rock and roll front to back. Forward and back, taking about 4 to 5 rocks, giving your spine that massage as you're rocking. And once you're ready, cross the shins, come all the way forward into 4 points, tabletop position. So we land with the hands underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips, going into 6 rounds of a variation of cat-cow. Now, if you want to freestyle your cat-cow, by all means, feel free to do so, moving however you would like. If not, you follow me now. Inhale, shoot the ribs out towards the right. Start to round the spine, creating space between the shoulder blades here. Exhale, move over, shoot the ribs to the left, and arch the back here. So you're making a circle, inhaling, shoot the ribs to the right, and start to round the spine. Exhaling to the left, really shoot the ribs out and arch your back. One more, going this direction. On your next inhale, take it the opposite way. Two more rounds. Again, you can move however you want to. You don't have to follow me. Last one. Come back to a neutral spine, tabletop position. Start to walk your hands out in front of you. Your hips stay up in the air exactly where they are. Drop your forehead and heart down towards the mat. Bring your hands together in prayer posture. Lift them up above the back of your head. Start to walk the elbows forward a little bit more. See if you can get some extra stretch in the upper arm. Now you have the option to stay here, or you can start to walk the elbows over towards the right side about 4 to 6 inches. Now once you walk them over to the right, I want you to take the left elbow, reach it out in front of you a tiny bit more, so you're really focusing on lengthening through the left side of your body here. Big breaths. Breathe into the belly. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, walk the elbows over towards the left side, and this time, take the right elbow forward a little bit more. Breathe into the right lung, into the rib cage. Really fill up the right side of your body with breath here. You have 2 more breaths. As you inhale, come back to center. Bring your hands back down onto the mat and then come to lie flat on your belly. So you might have to move the legs back so you can stay on the mat. Coming into a Sphinx pose. Elbows stay underneath the shoulders. Forgot the word for a moment. Palms of the hands are on the ground. Press the tops of your feet and your pelvis down into the earth as well. So you're opening your heart forward, broadening through the collarbones, shoulders away from the ears. Now while you're here, I want you to add traction. So add a little bit of energy here by drawing the elbows back towards the hips. They're not going to move very much on the mat, so you're just energetically drawing them back, and you may start to feel some space being created in the lower spine. Breathe into it. Two more breaths here. Now exhale, come all the way to lie flat on your mat. Take your elbows out into a 90 degree angle. So both elbows are 90 degrees. Take the left side of your head, place it on the earth. While you're here, I want you to straighten that left arm out. So left arm is straight, it's reaching out towards the side. Right hand comes to the right side of your chest, so the palm is on the earth, elbow reaching up. Start to press over, rolling onto the left side of the body. Maybe you can even take your right foot to tap back behind you. Now, if that left arm is straight here and you want to take it a little further, maybe you even play with bringing both knees up and stamping both feet on the earth, getting extra opening through that left shoulder. Now, I know we also do a variation where that left arm would be bent here. If your left arm is bent, do not take this option, bringing both knees up. That would be a little too intense for your shoulders. 3 more breaths here. Coming back flat onto the mat. Slide your way back into your Sphinx pose. So elbows underneath the shoulders again. Palms of the hands on the mat. Press the tops of your feet and your pelvis down into the earth. Add that traction, drawing the elbows back towards the hips. We breathe here. If you feel like taking a different variation, maybe you go up into seal and you start to straighten the arms out. Maybe this is for you tonight. Whatever it is, commit to it, and we'll be here for 6 breaths. Again, follow every inhale and every exhale. Three more breaths here. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears, opening the heart. And slowly release. Bring the elbows out again into cactus, so 90-90. Take the right side of the head planted on the mat. Straighten that right arm out. Take the left hand planted on the left side of the chest. Start to press into it. Rolling onto the right side and tap that left foot back behind you. Again, if the right arm is straight and you want to take it further, maybe you bring both knees up, stamping the feet, both feet on the earth. Breaths here. Last one. And slowly release, coming back onto your belly. Hands by your chest, push your way back into a child's pose. Knees out towards the edges, sit bones towards your heels. We'll take a little pause here for a few breaths. Breathe into the back body. Last one here. Slowly come all the way back up and come to a seated position on your mat. We're going to come into a wide-legged V-sit. So if you need to, you can always turn to face the side, because I do ideally want the heels on something comfortable, because it can be, there will be some discomfort if you have them on, say, like tile or hardwood floors. So ideally, maybe on carpet or on staying on the mat. So you're in your wide-legged fold or sit. Start to walk your hands out in front of you. Don't try to grab onto the toes. If the mind is saying no, but I want to grab my legs so I can go deeper in this pose, let the mind go. Stay here. Be okay with what is. Breathe through it. Now, as you're here, I want you to imagine like you're sticking your butt back. So you're sticking your butt out here. Probably one of the only times you're going to hear me say that in a yoga practice. Keep opening the heart forward and you're lengthening through the spine. So notice that I'm not rounding so much. I'm not hunching over. I'm not dropping my chin to my chest. I'm lengthening. So I'm imagining there's a string attached to my heart center and it's gently pulling me forward, and that's where I'm being led by my heart. You have 3 more breaths here. Feet stay flexed. Knees are facing up towards the ceiling above. Last breath here. And slowly walk the hands back. I want you to take your left hand, place it underneath your right thigh. So left hand underneath the right thigh. My left elbow is going to start to bend and drop to the inside of the left thigh. Now I'm going to reach my right arm up, open my heart here towards the sky, and reach for my left toes. Maybe you can touch the toes while you're here and maybe not. What I don't want to see is this, where you close off just so you can touch the toes, because again, that's just your ego wanting to know that it got somewhere. So keep it open. Lengthen through the right side of the body. Keep your sit bones grounded. Also focus on lengthening through the left side as well. Don't just collapse into the left. more breaths. Now inhale, we come back up, nice and easy, nothing too quick. And we switch. So I'm going to take my right hand, place it underneath my left thigh, start to bend the right elbow, dropping it to the inner right thigh. Left arm opens up and reaches over. Stay with your breath. Relax the face. You're not using the face here. Soften the jaw. The eyebrow center. Feet are flexed. Two more here. Now inhale, release, coming back up. If you have a blanket or a pillow, I am going to recommend that you grab it now. I'm going to reach for my blanket and place it underneath you so you have some cushion here. You can also use a block. That's not a problem at all. But I'm going to use my blanket. So again, that wide-legged V sit. I want you to think about flexing your feet the entire time that we're going to be doing this next practice. Also, dig your heels down towards the earth so your legs are staying engaged. This is what they call pancakes in gymnastics. It really channels the stretching in all the inner leg right here. You can feel it all the way down from your heel all the way up to your groin. So while you're here, I want you to simply hunch over. Just hunch over, let yourself fold as much as you can without much effort. Now wherever you land, I want you to imagine that string again at your heart center and imagine somebody's pulling that string forward. So now you have a flat back. You might notice that my back is a little more flat now. I want you to reach your arms forward and imagine there's something in front of you that you really, really want right now. Remember, your legs are engaged this whole time, so your heels are pressing down, and I want you to reach for that thing you really want. Really reach and lengthen through the spine. Reach for it for 5, 4, give it more, 3, a little more, 2, 1, and fold it over. Relax, take a breath here. Don't move out of this position. So wherever you landed, take another breath here. And again, I want you to imagine that string at your heart center. And imagine somebody pulling that string forward so it makes you have a flat back. So again, you notice I went from here to opening the heart forward. Reach the arms out in front of you. That thing you want is back again. Go for it. Really reach. Your legs are staying active. And you're reaching. Grab for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it all go. Hunch it over. Breathe here. Don't come out of it yet. We have one more round. All right, same thing. You're opening the heart forward, imagining that string pulling you forward so you flatten the back, shoulders down, reach your arms forward. Last try, or not try, but doing. You reach for 5, 4, give it all you got. 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly start to walk it back up. I don't know about you all, but I definitely felt that. I felt it more in my hamstrings more than anything. Just goes to show you my hamstrings are a little tight. If you want, you can go ahead and release the pillow, the block, or the blanket out from underneath you because we're going to stay here. We're going to be here for a little while if you haven't noticed. I want you to take your right foot, place it on the inside of the left thigh. Then from here, you're going to come onto that right hip, bring the weight to the right hip, start to bend that left knee, bend it, and bring the left heel towards your left hip. You're still facing forward, whatever that looks like for you right now. And start to walk your hands out in front of you, getting into the hips here a little more. We're still getting into the backs of the legs as well. So I'm feeling it right now in my right hamstring and also in my left hip. Now we're gonna walk it over a little bit more so your torso is lying on top of that right leg. So I'm showing you 3 different variations because from here, we're gonna walk it all the way over as much as we can towards the right. If you really want to take it further, once you're all the way to the right, you can take that left arm, thread it underneath the right, bring the left side of your head down onto the mat. Now you've seen all 3 variations. I want you to choose the one that feels the best for you. And by best, I mean gives you the most benefit, not the easiest, but which one feels good to you right now. For me, it's gonna be the first one that we did. I felt it the most here. We're gonna take 6 breaths wherever you're at. Wherever your mind is wanting to drift away to, acknowledge it and drop it. Stay here. The reason that we get so stressed out in our lives is because we're constantly thinking. We're never in this present moment. We're always in the past or in the future trying to solve something or replaying something in our mind that causes anxiety, that causes fear, that causes all this stress. Let that go and be here with the breath. Last one here. Start to walk the hands back from wherever you're at. And we're going to transition to the other side. So bring your legs back out into that V, taking as much time as you need. Then the left foot will come to the inner right thigh, bringing the weight onto the left hip. I'm bending the right knee, taking the right heel by my hip. And again, we're going to start off by going forward. We'll breathe here. Keep sending the breath deep into the belly. Now walk it over so your torso is lying on that left thigh. Or if it's not lying, at least it's in line with it. Know that you don't have to bring your forearms down. If it feels too hard to bring the forearms down, you can keep the arms straight and simply stay here. Go as deep as your body will allow. Everyone is different, so honor yourself. Now we're going to take it to the last variation again. Maybe you're here with the arms straight. This is as far as you can go. Maybe you can bring the forearms to the mat. Maybe you even want to thread it. Right arm under left and bring the right side of the head onto the earth. Now actually for me on this side, this one feels a little better for right now. So I'm going to stay here and you adjust however you need to. We're going to have 6 breaths. You have 2 more. And slowly start to unwind from wherever you're at, coming up to your seated position. And I want you to face the top of your mat again. So straighten your legs out, you're facing forward. Flex your feet here, going into just a simple forward fold. For some of us, it may not feel so simple, that's okay. Inhale, arms lift up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold it over. Hands can come onto your shins, your ankles, or your toes, whatever is in reach. Now while you're here, I want you to play with something. Play with activating your quads by drawing the kneecaps up. So you can't really see it here because I have pants on, but draw the kneecap up, activate the quads. That can create more space in the hamstrings so you get more opening. And again, really flat back so you're leading with the heart, always. You have 5 more big breaths. Toes are reaching back towards you. Flexing your feet really helps to open up the back chain of your body, because the back chain starts at your heel, so the more you flex your feet, the more intense it can get for the back of the legs. 2 more breaths. And release. Come back up to a seated position. We're actually going into some pranayama now that we're here. I want you to straighten up. Come into a cross-legged seated position. If you need to grab a blanket, a bolster, a pillow, anything to sit on, feel free to do so. Really, I recommend them, especially when your hips or your hip flexors are tighter, because it helps to relieve some of the tension there, and also on your lower back, this can definitely help. So come into your seated position, and the breath work that we are doing tonight, it's in the theme of all the gentle and relaxation that we've been doing, is alternate nostril breathing. So I'm going to show you how it's going to go, and then I'm going to have you join me with it. So don't do anything for right now, just simply watch me. You're going to start by taking the peace and love fingers from your right hand and bringing them onto your eyebrow center. Now when the time comes, I will cue you to close the right nostril with your right thumb. Or well, we're using the right hand, so the right nostril with the thumb. You're going to start by inhaling through the left nostril for a count of 4. Then with your ring finger, you're going to gently close the left nostril, and you're going to hold the breath for 4. Then you're going to open the right nostril, releasing the thumb, and exhale for 4 through the right. Hold the breath out for 4. You're going to inhale through the right for 4, gently close both nostrils for 4, and then exhale through the left for 4, hold the breath out. So it's alternate nostril breathing. You inhale through the left, you hold, you exhale through the right, hold out. Inhale through the right, you hold, exhale through the left, hold out. So you keep going back and forth. I will guide you through the first 2 rounds of this, and then I'm going to have you go on 3 extra rounds all by yourself. All right, so listen closely for the first 2 rounds. And if you need to adjust the count, if 4 counts is maybe too little or too much for you, then adjust accordingly. Okay? So sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take the peace and love fingers from your right hand, place them on your eyebrow center. Keeping both nostrils open for this moment. Everyone inhale, fill the belly up. Exhale, empty out. Gently close the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale through the left for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. Hold the breath. breath out. Inhale right. Hold the breath. Exhale left. Hold the breath out. Continue, actually 4 more rounds on your own. Remember, if you need to adjust the count, that is perfectly fine. You have 2 more rounds. Last one. After your next exhale through the left nostril and the retention out, finish your practice. Take your time, no rush, but keep your eyes closed, bringing that right hand back down onto your lap. Come back to breathing in and out through both nostrils, noticing if you feel any different. And as you are ready, start to make your way onto lying on your mat, on your back, preparing or heading into Shavasana. So lie flat on your mat. Once you're down on your back, hug your knees into your chest and gently rock from side to side, giving the spine some love. Whatever last pose or poses you feel you might need, go ahead and take them now. Maybe it's a final twist, maybe it's a full happy baby, whatever you might need, maybe a bridge, maybe a plow pose, whatever you might need, go for it. Yogi's choice, you have about a minute. Stay with your breath. Take about 3 more breaths wherever you're at. haven't already, start to make your way into your Shavasana, your final resting pose. So flatten out on your mat, get comfortable, use props if you would like, whatever it is you might need tonight, but get comfortable. Now once you're settled in, go ahead and close your eyes. Let go of any control of your breath. Let it slide back into its natural rhythm. Let the whole body get heavy here on your mat. Let go of all effort. In this moment, the earth is fully supporting you. And for right now, there's nothing to do. There's nowhere to be. There's no one to talk to. Simply allow yourself to rest. Introduce a deeper breath into your body. Start to bring small movements into your fingers and your toes. And gently rock your head from side to side, waking yourself back up. And as you're ready, give yourself a good morning stretch, reaching the arms up and over the head. And slowly make your way onto one side into a small position on your mat. In your own time, start to press your way up into a seated meditation pose facing your device. And we'll meet with our eyes closed and hands at heart center in prayer posture. We'll seal off tonight's practice with one clearing breath, followed by the mantra Om Shanti. Everyone inhale, fill the belly up. Open the mouth, exhale it out. Inhale for Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The light in me honors and sees the light in each of you. From my heart and home to yours, namaste. All right. That is your gentle yoga flow for tonight. Thank you all for doing this for yourselves. It's always an honor and it's always a pleasure to bring this to you. As always, in line with my classes, the little bit of wisdom to take with you right now. I know for myself for sure, but I'm hearing from others as well, that things are very heightened. There's confusion right now because there's a lot of inner child work going on. So what's happening a lot right now for people is things that you're not even aware of that you're holding on to are starting to rise up so that you can process and release them. And it feels kind of confusing because you're like, I don't know what this is, but you're feeling it in your body. What a lot of that is your inner child coming up so you can release, but it's creating space for new, so that you can fully come into who you are and you can drop any of those patterns that you picked up when you were that child that was scared, that was sad, or angry, whatever it might have been. So know that that is happening right now. If it is happening for you, you are not alone for sure. I'm definitely feeling it strongly. Keep breathing through it. We are all in this together. Know that I love you all very much. And I will see you, this is Thursday, I will see you Sunday for our Yoga the New Sunday Fun Day. Y'all have a wonderful night and much love. Bye, y'all.